Yo, what's up, wrestling fan? Welcome back to the Wrestling Heat, and I hope y'all been having a good weekend so far. And also, guess what? I got some of that wrestling news just for you. And some of that wrestling news contains of Ronda Rousey and an announcement that she made, and a hell of a lot more. So stay tuned in about 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. And alright, wrestling fan, the very first piece of wrestling news that I'm serving up just for you is about CM Punk. He was recently asked, hey, what do you think about WWE television as of lately? And he pretty much came out and said he thinks it's god awful. But I gotta disagree, at least whenever it comes to SmackDown and NXT. SmackDown and NXT has been good. SmackDown's been a hit and miss, at least for me lately. But Raw, it has been a roller coaster of, being alright to being like, what in the is going on with Raw, But it was said either last week or the week before, I think it was last week, that Vince McMahon showed up like hours late, but that's been going on for a long time now. But yeah, CM Punk pretty much saying WWE television is awful. Do you agree with him? Do you disagree with him? Like I do, kinda. But let me know down below in the comments. And moving straight along to some more Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is pretty much doesn't really want to do interviews anymore. Like he tries to avoid them as much as possible. As of lately, I don't really know the reason that is, but I do think it has to do with all the questions that us fans have for him when it comes to what the hell are you doing? Why are you getting rid of this person? Why are you getting rid of that person? Why are you cutting so many people just to align your pockets with more of our money? But yeah, it looks like as of lately, Vince McMahon has been avoiding interviews and stuff like that, and I can kind of see the reason why. He's kind of getting up there in age, and he probably is getting tired of, why are you getting rid of this person? Why are you getting rid of that person? Why are you just taking our money? But yeah, why do y'all think that the reason is that Vince McMahon don't want to do no more interviews anymore? Let me know down below in the chat room, folks. So going on from that, going on to Charlie Caruso describes working for WWE as insanity. And what she means insanity means like you got to be up at a certain time, you got to be there on time, you got to go through so many changes at the last moment. And I gotta, agree with her that probably working with WWE is insanely insane to work for, especially as of lately with all the politics and just a whole bunch of stuff going on behind the, scenes that we don't really get to see as fans. But I'm trying to dig into it. But Charlie Caruso saying working for the WWE is insane, just with the work schedule, and you always have to be able to change on the fly. And I gotta say, that's gotta be really, really tough to deal with. One thing, you're handed a script to say one thing, and then the last minute you gotta recognize this whole script and blah blah blah. But yeah, I gotta say, Charlie Caruso, it probably is pretty insane working for the WWE. And going on from that, little piece of news, going on to some Daniel Bryan says he is trying to wrestle outside of WWE, and he was not really happy with his partake of WrestleMania 37. It was also said that he wasn't even really supposed to be in the match. He was just added like at the last moment. And for what I've been hearing, Daniel Bryan, this might be the last little bit that we get from Daniel Bryan. I don't know if he's going to be quitting the business together, but I guess after this recent match with Roman and at WrestleMania 37, it's really making him think about, what his future is going to be and stuff like that. And I gotta say, Daniel Bryan, whatever you feel like doing, man, I back you 100%. That's either if you, wrestle only a little bit, or if you just want to stay behind the scenes, or if you just want to go wrestle somewhere totally indifferent from WWE. I'm down for you, man. Wherever you're gonna go, the Hemp Daddy, Goat Face Killer, Hemp Daddy, Daniel Bryan. But yeah, what do y'all think about that? About Daniel Bryan not being happy with the situation being added at the last moment of WrestleMania. There was a lot of, a little backlash from it, but I liked the match, even though I think Edge should have won it, but that's just me. But I think WWE did the right thing, having Roman win, becoming more of a jerk, more egotistical, but it's going to feel real good whenever Roman finally gets defeated. But Daniel Bryan, whatever you just decide on doing, I back you 100%, my brother. So going on from that piece of news, going on to some stuff that I went on with Mickie James and her getting a trash bag delivered to her house with all her belongings that was left at the WWE, and they sent it to her in a garbage bag, and I guess that's a little symbolic, for how she felt at WWE, not being used at all, not wrestling. I mean, she had a little partake on NXT, but, she has, said plenty of times that she wants to be in the ring to get over these new, females coming into wrestling. And, you need somebody like Mickie James to, help establish, new stars coming in. And I gotta say, with this guy, the guy that actually sent her the box with the trash bag with her belongings in it, he was actually Mark Cameron was fired over Mickie James' trash bag incident, and now his recent ex has accused him of stealing from the WWE and trying to kill her cat. And also Darren Young, he was part of Titus O'Neil, that tag team that him and him had a while back, and he was also stuck with Bob Backlund as his coach and whatnot. But this is what he has to say against this Mark Cameron guy, or Carano, my bad, Carano. He says Darren Young claims he was constantly harassed by this guy, Mark Carano. And I gotta say, if this dude is that much, I've heard nothing but bad things about this guy when it comes to talent and them getting pretty much, I believe Maria Kanellis has also come out and said that she's gotten the same kind of treatment from this guy, getting her stuff sent in a trash bag in a box to her. And there's been other people that has come out as well, but this guy, for what I've been hearing, he ain't nothing but a no good piece of ish. But there was also said that when he first got started in the WWE, he was more friendlier, and then whenever he got more power, it just went to his head. At least that's what has been said about this guy. And I gotta say, this guy, from the wrestler's point of view that I've heard from, he sounds like a real douchebag, and really glad that he got fired, since he wants to, just send, a legend like Mickie James just in a box, in a garbage bag, man. Man, put your ass in a garbage bag, put your ass in a box, and let's ship you to China or India or somewhere else. But yeah, moving on from that news, going on to some Charlotte Flair. But this has to deal with Charlotte Flair says she is back on her worst behavior, and she sent out some pretty sexy photos to, show a little sass. And she, from her recently beaten the hell out of the one of the referees this past Monday. She was putting them elbows, putting that work, totally threw the dude across the ring. But it looks like Charlotte is back to being 100%, heel. She's the baddest bitch, in town. But, I like Charlotte Flair and where her character is going. And it looks like she is getting a hell of a lot more freedom than she's had before, and I'm kind of interested on what this has in store for Charlotte Flair. I'm hoping a lot of the women that hasn't been used lately get used and actually get into some meaningful matches with like Charlotte. And I don't know if they're gonna keep her in the women's championship picture for a long time, but whatever they decide to do with her, down with it. A lot of people hate her. I love her. I've been watching her ever since NXT. Hard worker. Yeah, she has the last name of a Flair, and she uses it pretty well. But going on from that, I guess you can call it a little bit of news about Charlotte Flair. Also, I see recently on Twitter that she has been, she's had work done, but I don't really think that is true. I just think that's just some fans or not fans, but some haters just, hating on her because she looks damn good. At least to me, tall, blonde, beautiful. But Andrade's the lucky man. Very, very lucky man. But going on from that, going on to, X-Pac recently came out and said that he would be down for a match with Sami Zayn at this year's SummerSlam. And I gotta say, if Mr. X-Pac or Sean Waltman, if he is feeling like his old self, the 1, 2, 3 kid, I would love to actually see that match with Sami Zayn and him. If he could actually, keep up with Sami and not have any botches and, moves good in the ring. I don't know. Would y'all be, down for a little 1, 2, 3 kid action with Sami Zayn at SummerSlam this year? I don't know, folks. Let me know down below. And I would say if Sean Waltman could actually work and not get gassed out, I would kind of want to see it. Would y'all want to see it? Let me know down below. Going on from the second to the last thing that I have for y'all, some of y'all brought this to my attention at my wrestling group on Twitter. Miss Lady Meatstick, she brought up that unfortunately walking, living wrestling legend, hardcore legend at that as well, Terry Funk has tested positive for COVID-19, but he is doing just fine. At least at the moment, he's doing good. So, rest assured, I'm pretty sure the hardcore legend could, tap out, COVID, which looks like, is gonna happen. So, just prayers go to the man. He's like 70 something years old now. I think like 78, 79. But he's up there in age. I love the guy, and I'm hoping he pulls through and he has another, 20 to 30 years of more life to him. So, best wishes and prayers to him and his family, but I think he's going to pull through. Love you, Terry Funk. I know you're probably never going to see this, but I love you, man, and hope you feel better real soon. So going on to the very last thing about Ronda Rousey and her announcement. I forgot where it came from. I think it was maybe Instagram or a YouTube channel. She was sitting down with her, man, and I guess after, the couple years of her not being on the roster, her and her man has been getting busy like 2 jackrabbits, and looks like in the near future we're going to be having a little Ronda Rousey. I don't know if it's going to be a, you know, a little boy, a little girl, but we'll be having one of those running around here pretty soon, and probably be a badass just like her, you know, just like its mom and father. But I just want to say congratulations to Ronda Rousey, and finally getting, you know, prego, you know, after, you know, session after session after session, you know, getting the dirty tango on, naked twister. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that I pretty much got for you tonight. Got another video coming to you real soon, either I think Monday or maybe Tuesday. I got another news video coming out. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for your watch time. I think I already just said that, but I love y'all. I got up to 124 subscribers, maybe 125. Haven't really looked on it, but last thing I seen, it was at like 124, and I'm greatly appreciated to each and every one of y'all that watch the video. Share them, like them, dislike them, you know, the comments down below. I read them, you know, I try to get to them as quick as possible, but I love y'all very much. Have a good rest of your weekend. Don't do any dumb things, you know, don't do any, you know, stupid stuff out there. And ladies and gentlemen, don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, wash your hands, all that good stuff. And most important thing of the video, which y'all already know, you must always and forever remember to keep it just a little bit too sweet, baby. Yeah. And I'll see y'all Monday, Twitter live stream, Raw, and deuces.
Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy. See the ring, start the street. If you don't know, you better find out.